Good afternoon. I'm so sad that this leadership class has, ended. And I just want to say that, I learned a lot about, leadership in this class. A lot of theories, a lot of frameworks, a lot of, history behind, you know, the effective leadership. You know, I studied a lot about different, professors, different philosophers who viewed leadership in their own terms. But the biggest takeaway, well, what I've learned after taking this course about leadership is that there are four forms of leadership. There's authoritative leadership, affiliative leadership, pace-setting leadership, and democratic leadership. Well, in the authoritative leadership position, a leader is basically setting up a vision for peers and followers to, follow. An affiliative position is a leader creating an emotional bond and harmony with his peers and followers. And the third one, which is pace-setting leadership, is basically a leader, setting expectations and goals for his peers to succeed. And a democratic leadership where basically the leader is just basically setting, setting up a certain pace or a certain innovation technique to bring for his peers to come together as one. So what really opened up my eyes in this course, and the biggest takeaway that I've learned is that, skills and traits of a leader, are different things. I've learned that a leader is not born, a leader is made. So, before I thought a leader was born with certain traits, but as I took the course, I realized that leaders can be born with certain traits, but they aren't born with certain traits. So if you're a leader born with a certain trait, more power to you. But after I learned through this course, leaders, can possess certain traits, but they lack certain skills. So I learned the difference between traits and skills, where a leader is born with some traits, can be born with some traits, but they have the option to develop, skills to, to reach their potential through, assessment taking or reevaluating their skill sets and traits. And I believe I have what it takes to be a leader. I do, I'm a big helper. I like to help people. I'm dependable. I motivate people. I'm an initiator. I take initiative. But the only thing that I need to work on is my accountability, where people, if I'm accountable for certain things, I gotta know how to adjust my personality and my behavior depending on the situations that I'm in, and I have to learn how to become, patient in, certain areas, and what I also learned is that leaders aren't, even though you're a leader, leaders are maybe a leader in one situation, but may not be a leader in another situation, which was really, eye-catching to me, because, just because you're a leader and you go to another organization, you may not be that same person. Maybe you got, you've got a lot of relationships in another organization, but when you come to this organization, depending on the situation, you can be dealing with a bad work environment, no culture, toxic environments, and if you don't, demonstrate what you did in another, position, then how can people trust you as a leader in this position that you're in? So that was the biggest thing that I learned in this course. And I also learned about the effective qualities of leadership, which are innovation, culture change, passionate, being passionate, accountability, effective communication, recognition, and other forms, other effective forms of leadership. But I learned a lot in this course, and I hope to apply what I've learned in this class for future future references. I plan on becoming a coach or a scout in a sports organization one day, and this course really taught me a lot about leadership. I have this, I have the personality of a leader, but I gotta reach my potential, grow, especially where I'm at right now, where I'm at in the company. I currently work for a hotel, and I plan on working my way up, in certain positions, lead people. I'm a really good motivator. I'm also a good teacher. A lot of people say I'm a good teacher, and I hope to take my skill sets further.